Right. So, good evening, everyone. So, can you confirm I'm audible? And again, my screen and also my camera is visible for you guys. Raise your hand. Cool. So, guys, yeah, right. So, basically, today we are going to talk about model context protocol. Right. Before moving to the model context protocol topic, let me share a quick story, right? This is a just quick story. So in 2005, Steve Jobs, I think everyone know who is the Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. So Steve Jobs gave a speech in Stanford University, right? So actually, it's not about the just iPhone, iPad, it's not about the Apple product thing, right? So it's just three simple story, right? So basically, he said three simple story. One of them was about connecting dot. What? Connecting dot, right? So he said, yeah, he said when he dropped out the college, so sometime he took a calligraphy classes, right? So, but on that time it's very useless. But after 10 years later, after 10 years later, when he designed a first Macintosh, it's very useful to add nice typography to the our personal computers. Maybe somehow that nice typography come to our personal computer. Yeah. So what's the lesson? Basically, guys, the lesson is sometime the dot not make sense at the first, right? But in the future it will connect in amazing way. So like that, guys, today we are going to talk about the model context protocol, I mean MCP. So today maybe it's not make sense, but in the future I'm pretty sure that the model context protocol things it will connect in amazing way in your future, right? So yeah, so let's move into the today session. I mean, I'm talking about the MCP. Before moving to the MCP topic, again, give me a few times to share who am I about myself. So I am Nisal Gunawardhana, a Gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador from Sri Lanka. And again, I'm a software engineer at Oli AI. So this is brief introduction about me. And in the past few years, I engaged within the few another societies like Postman, again GitHub. Yeah, I do a lot of work within the students communities in the past few years. So yeah, today we are going to talk about the MCP, right? Before learn what is MCP, we need to know uh, how to chatbot, just a GPT, how to work, right? So when I ask, basically we need to know how to AI works, right? So basically, first I'm asking, what is MCP? Just I'm move the GPT and just I'm type what is MCP, blah blah blah, and I send this prompt. Then how GPT create an answer for this kind of questions? Basically, this is the process. The when we add some prompt to the GPT, then GPT generate answer through the LLM, right? The our prompt redirect to the LLM, and then LLM generate the answer, and GPT get that answer and return back to the us, right? So just here we talk about the LLM, the word LLM. So LLM is large language model. So it's a AI model, very powerful one, and it's uh it's trained on a lot of data sets, maybe 1 trillion, and yeah, it's a higher resources one. And basically, large language models we are using for a uh, multi-purposes things. We can do a lot of things using these large language models, right? So again, basically, how this large language model works, we need to know. Uh, just we know what is large language model, and now we need to know how to large language model works. When we add the prompt, basically, the large language model tokenize our prompt, right? Then the large language model chunk the tokenized things to the separate data chunks, and they generate answer through the reliable data, right? That's the basic idea. I think it has a long process, but this is the just basic idea, right? So well done, guys. Just you know how the large language model works. And again, what is large language model, right? So first we ask what is MCP, right? It's just a questions. If large language model has the data, then they can retrieve, they can answer that questions, right? Now I'm going to ask somewhat different questions. This is my questions. Get all bills and create billing summary in a table. So this is my questions. So in this kind of questions, how to LLM or just GPT works, right? So I'm asking these questions from the LLM. Then LLM uh, have a data about the billing. So it has some confusions. LLM think what kind of bills, I haven't any data. So for that, we create a functions. Basically, this is in this case we are talking about the agentic workflow. So before MCP, we are using this flow, right? When we ask get all bills and creating billing summary in a table, in case just LLM trigger the function or a tool, just a function, and that functions connect with the database, and that functions can retrieve billing data from the database. And again, after retrieve those things, LLM can make proper summary and retrieve. Again, think guys, I need to ask another questions. Get customer data. Then what happened? Then trigger another functions and get data from the database and retrieve. So like this, I need to ask this kind n time of this kind of questions. That's mean we have to call n number of functions, and n number of connections are happening here. So that means this connections is not standardizations. It has messy connections, right? So I mean messy communications way, right? So as this, so just we identify what is the problem. Problem is messy communication. So the solution is standardization. So just we know what is the problem. Problem is uh, just helpful communication. Solution is standardization. Right. So just we know what why standardization matter. Basically, the communication is not standardized way, is hard to maintain a code, and again, outfulls pipelines, and again, basically, it's not standardized. So we have to standardize. For that, we are using MCP, right? So MCP, basically, what is MCP? MCP, an open protocol, is a protocol for connecting AI models to tools, APIs, and external context. basically this is the idea of what is MCP. So again, I am going to ask the same questions from another agent with MCP. Previously, we talked about uh, without MCP. Now I'm going to ask these same questions from with MCP agent. So basically, we add this question, get all bills, and creating billing summary in a table. So then LLM connect to the MCP server. MCP server has the get build tools, and MCP server has the access to the another database, files, and everything. Then MCP server trigger that particular tools and get data and give to the large language model. Then large language model generate a particular answer. Large language model generate a particular answer for our, yeah, it's basically generate the answer for the our questions, right? Then, so just guys, we know what is MCP, and when I ask this kind of question, how to react that MCP server, basically how it's work, right? So then let's breaking down the components. Basically, when we talk about the MCP, MCP has the few components, few number of components, right? So first one is the host. The host is basically handle the UI and connect to the server. It's just like a interface. It's a UI part, and it's give interface to connect into the MCP server. And again, the MCP clients, it's the just basically app from sends prompts and return model response. And the very important thing is MCP server. The MCP server is the set of rules and data prompt and again prompts template. And within this MCP tool, MCP server, we can see lot of tools, several kind of tools like database, just a function, just a calculation tools. We can maybe web. We can see a lot of tools within the MCP server, right? So just we know. Uh, what are the components of the MCP server, right? So guys, if you need to learn more about the MCP, you can refer the MCP official document, right? So just I send this documents link through the chat. Then guys, you can refer this document. So let me share this one. So I will share this, right? So you can refer this and learn more about the MCP, right? So yeah, so previously I told the MCP server. MCP server is the most important part in the MCP protocol. So basically, the MCP server and I mean MCP has few development SDKs in few language like Java and again JavaScript, Microsoft .NET, again Python. The MCP support basically this language MCP has SDKs for this kind of language, right? So once you reach out the MCP uh, official documentations. So here you can find SDKs, right? Here you can see several SDKs. I think it's now updated for the TypeScript and Go, Rust, Ruby, and again PHP as well. So yeah, it's very amazing, right? So you can try out these things, right? So again, I'm going to the my presentation, right? So yeah, just we talk about the MCP servers. So now, guys, we are going to try out how to create MCP server, right? So, guys, you can use this my public repository for learning about the how to create MCP server. This is a .NET sample MCP server, right? So I'm not going to deep dive in this demo part. Just I'm basically explain how it's work, right? So basically, guys, you can come to this page, this repository, then you can clone this one and you can start creating MCP server, right? Here I am guide you step by step. Step by step, I am guiding you how to create basic MCP server. So basically you have to fork this repository and again clone this one, and then you can create a new branch and you can start developing the MCP server, right? Using .NET. So maybe if you are not familiar with .NET, guys, it's not problem. This is just a small work, and in all source code available in this repository, you can try out this MCP server, right? So yeah, so you can try out this one. And once you are complete this all tasks, then you can submit these things, right? You can submit these things through the PR, and you can create again an issue for reviewing purpose. Once I review, then I can share a small badge for you guys, just a digital badge for completions of this particular repository, right? Again, I move to my presentation. So just you have idea about how to create MCP server. So yeah, so these are the some resources, right? So just give me a few minutes to share these resources, right? So I think I can copy these resources, right? So and share. So once I shared this, then again I move to the my particular MCP server code, and I explain a bit how it's work, right? So just I'm sharing these resources. So here we can see a few resources from my GitHub. So one of them was introduction to MCP. You guys can use this repository. And again, another one is about the MCP location server. So you can try out this demo as well. And again, here I attach another resources from Azure. This is the Azure MCP server. You guys can use this Azure MCP server, and yeah, you can handle Azure through the MCP server. It's very powerful server. I'm used a few times in my university works. So you guys can try this one as well. So again, this is a very important resources from Microsoft, right? So just I'm copy this one and paste this here, and I move to this particular repository. So this is MCP for beginners from Microsoft. This is a just learning repository, guys. You can follow up these learning resources and get much more idea about the MCP. This is yeah, this is very amazing repository. Guys, let me quickly go through this repository. So just I'm moved to this first episode of this repository, the first directory introductions. So here we can see nice explanations, nice introductions about MCP, right? Again, Microsoft has the MCP protocol related YouTube video series. You can refer that one in this place as well, right? Again, explain about the core concepts and explain about the MCP security. When we talk about the MCP security, guys, we can see few type of security vulnerabilities introducing within the MCP features, right? Again, the Microsoft solved that problem through the product Microsoft Shield, and they solved that problem using that kind of that kind of solution, right? Yeah, you can go through this course content and you can learn much more about what is MCP and how it works. And yeah, you can go through this repository as well. So again, I'm going to do my presentations, and yeah, again, this is last resource. So it's the Azure MCP Center, right? So once we reach out this MCP center, here we can find a lot of MCP servers from Vercel, again Stripe and Postman, Notions. We can find a lot of MCP servers in this place, and we can use this MCP server in this place. Again, GitHub has their own MCP server. Again, Hugging Face. Yeah, we can use this MCP server for our own developments and our own things, right? So yeah, so let's I'm planning to move my presentations, and I'm previously saying, so I'm planning to go through my MCP server code, right? So I create this GitHub repository for uh, learning how to create MCP server using .NET. So I am just explain briefly how it works. Now I'm planning to go through one by one step how to create MCP server using .NET, right? So in this repository, guide everything you guys. So just for you, for first you have to fork this repository, right? Once you fork, then you have to create a clone in your local machine, right? The fork mean, guys, you can use this fork button and you can create a fork and you can move to that particular repository. It's a fork mean this repository copy out in your GitHub, and then you can clone that particular repository. So once you have cloned that, then you have to create a new branch. You can't use the main branch and other showcase branches. Uh, just you have to use your own branch. You can create a feature branch, right? Once you have created, then you have to start work now, right? So first you have to install .NET. If you're not install .NET in uh, your local machines, then you can install .NET for your local machines, right? So for that, guys, you can use these download guidelines. I'm not going to talk much more about the how to install .NET. Yeah, I think it's very easy. So just uh, you can follow up this this guideline, right? So then we have to create a new project. For that, we can use .NET New Console. Oh, so here I'm using a Hello Sri Lanka server. So first I create this repository for the Sri Lankan students, guys. So that's why I'm using Hello Sri Lanka server. So as the Japan students or a Japan tech community, guys, you can use Hello Japan server. You can change this name, and then you have to move that particular page, use CD, the particular name, right? Right. Once you have moved that particular directory, you have to install these two packages, right? You have to install .NET. First .NET package is Model Context Protocol pre-release package, and again you have to install Microsoft extension hosting package as well. So once you install this kind of things, So basically your project structure is like this. So just I moved to my VS Code. Let me make these screens right. So I moved to my VS Code. So this is my project's showcase branch. I already add this branch into the GitHub as well. If you guys need to go through this one, so you can refer this one as well, right? So once we move to this once we complete all other steps in this point, then we can see our project structure like this. So yeah, here we can see our project structure. It's like this, and yeah. So once you create these things, you can update your program CS file. That's mean this file within this particular code. You can copy this one here and paste into your uh, program.cs file. Right. So once you're at this code in the particular directory, I mean particular file, then you have to config MCP in VS Code. For that, guys, you can use this step. You can redirect back to the previous directory, and then you can create a new directory called .vscodes, and after that, uh, guys, you have to follow up these steps. First, move to that particular files and then create mcp.json file in .vscode file, right? Once you create that file, then you can click add server. Once you click this one, here you can see few options. You have to select command stdio options. Once you select this one, then what happen? Then we have to enter type. We add .NET as the type and press enter. Right. Once we add this one, then uh, here we have to add this server name. As the server name, we add Hello Sri Lanka server. So in your perspective, guys, as the Japan students and Japan tech community, you can use Hello Japan server, right? Once you create it, then you can uh, add this code for the your mcp.json file. Maybe once we complete these scenarios, here we can see another code, but it's somewhat different. Then you have to replace that code within the this particular one, right? So again, uh, you have to consider about this special node. You have to set the workspace folder location incorrectly as your machine, right? So once complete these things, we can run the MCP server uh, and we can test it if it is work or not. For that, we can use .NET run command. And yeah, once we done those things, in the our mcp.json file here, guys, we can see this kind of option. So let's move to the our VS Code, and I'm over to the MCP chisel, and here uh, I can see this option. So maybe this is stop. Then you have to start this one. Once you start, here you can see it is running, right? So if you need restart, you can use this button as well. And again, here you can see it has a one tool, right? So what is this one tool? It is a Hello Sri Lanka tool. So if you are uh, if you need to create a Hello Japan tool, you can create that one, right? So in this code, you can see this is our tool, MCP server tool. Here we can see we add the MCP server tool types, and again we can create MCP server tool, right? So this is our hello tool, and description we add say hello to Sri Lanka. So this description is most important thing, guys. So the other client, I mean MCP client, identify uh this special part, I mean the descriptions as the triggering part. So if we add this one to the copilot, then they know we need to trigger the particular tool, I mean hello tool, right? So I just copy this one, and again I move back to the my GitHub repository, and yeah, so once we complete this kind of things, so then we know these options, and just it's already running. And yeah, now we have to add our MCP server uh to the Copilot. So this is screenshots is a somewhat different screenshot, but the step is same. So just we have to move to the our VS Code and use this tool option. Click this one, and here we can see all tools. So here you can see inbuilt tools, a lot of inbuilt tools, and again GitHub extensions from GitHub pools and from Python. And here you can see Azure MCP server. So I already installed it and I'm using this one. So yeah, again, here you can see our particular server, MCP server, Hello Sri Lanka server. So maybe if you create the Hello Japan server, here you can see Hello hyphen Japan server, right? So I select only this server, right? I select only this one and set it's using OK. Then what we have to do, then so we uh we can add this prompt, right? So for the copilot chat. So I just copied this one. Uh can you say hello to Sri Lanka? So let's try. Maybe it's work. Uh yeah, let's try. So I add this and press enter. So yeah, so I'm doing yeah. So let me close this code. So maybe Copilot get that as the reference. So that's the thing. So I'm close that one and again press enter. So let's see what happened. So here you can see the particular tool is ran. It's already ran. Here you can see I'll say hello to Sri Lanka for uh, your right way. So here you can see this one is auto triggering, right? The particular tool is trigger. It's ran, right? So like this kind of like this, so we can create the lot of MCP servers for our own services, and yeah, so you can try out this. So so this is basically how we create the MCP server using .NET. So if you are not uh, coupled within the .NET, guys, I'm already said these things. So the SDK is available for another separate languages like again Java, JS, and Go, Rust, yeah, TypeScript. We can see a lot of MCP servers for different dif- MCP server SDKs for different kind of languages. So guys, you can use these. You can use that SDKs and you can create the MCP server for the particular thing, right? So let's I'm move to the my presentations again, right? So yeah, I already shared these resources with you guys, and let me share the full screen. And yeah, so again, so just we are in the final part of our session. So guys, if you are not follow me through the LinkedIn, so I would like to invite all of my Japanese friends, Japanese tech community for follow me through the LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, I share a lot of valuable content for the tech communities. So if you're not following me, you can follow me through the LinkedIn. So you can use this QR, or let me share the my LinkedIn profile URL as well with you guys. So yes, right. So yeah, let me share the my LinkedIn profile with you guys. So right. So this is my LinkedIn profile. If you are not uh, following me through the LinkedIn, you can follow me through the LinkedIn as well. Right. So here I can see some of blogs are asking some questions. Let me answer this question, right? So let me see. So yeah. So I'm just stop sharing my screen. So let me see what is the question, right? So first one is using GitHub Codespace might be helpful for the beginners because it's the in that case they don't need to prepare their development environment on their local PC. Yeah, absolutely right. So yeah, it's correct. So if you are using GitHub Codespace, it's very useful for the our development. So but sometimes it's depend on the internet connections. Maybe some students has the connection issue, but I think it's definitely true, right? So second one is the previous documents has been partially localized into Japanese, but are there any plans to translate to other documents? Yeah, maybe I will try to translate that documents to Japanese. I will try. So yeah, I will try for the translate for the Japanese as well. So yeah. So again, guys, I'm going to do my presentation slides and after answering your all questions. And again, if you have any questions, you can share your questions through the chat. So I think we have a few minutes so for the Q&A sessions. So if you have any kind of questions regarding MCP or just tech community things like Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador or other students programs. So you can share your questions through the chat. I'm here to answer for you guys. So yeah, let's start the Q&A session. If you have any questions, you can ask in the chat, right? So yeah, again, until asking your questions, so uh, I'm going to the my presentations again. So yeah, quickly share my screen. And again, I need to share about these resources. So these resources are very valuable. And guys, you can use these resources for the uh, your own development. So for that, basically you can access these resources through the LinkedIn. I already shared this resources link with you guys. And yeah, you can and the main thing is this resource, the Microsoft MCP for beginners course content is very powerful content, guys. You can use that my MCP for beginners course content for learning about MCP. So MCP is the next version of the agent communication. So I think this learning content is very useful to learning about MCP. So yeah, you can use these resources as well. So I need to get reminders again for you guys. So yeah, so if you have any questions, again, you can ask questions. So yeah, right. So Andy asked a questions again. Uh, I'm I need to share about another resource things with you guys. So basically, you can use my how to create MCP server, and guys, you can uh, try try out creating an MCP server through the uh, this repository. You can learn it. You can try out new uh, creation about new creations, newly creations MCP servers as well. So yeah, so right. So I think the audience haven't any other questions regarding MCP. So this is end of my session. So again, I need to thanks all of participants for these sessions. And before wind up these sessions, I need to thanks again organizers of this Japan summit and Tech Boost summits. And again, I need to thanks personally thanks to Ayaka for inviting me these sessions. And yeah, so thank you everyone for the participation. So we can wind up. So then next time, see you again. Bye bye.